welcome back. So in today's video I'm going to talk to you about the Buxom eyeshadows that just came out and how you can make your Buxom Customizable Eyeshadow Palette using them. Okay. So how you do this is you can buy just the customizable palette. So this is empty. Just the empty palette from Sephora.com is $13. So that will be this palette here, cute little case, the brush, the mirror, and it will be empty. There will be no shadows in there. Like I said, that's $13. You can also purchase a single compact, which will look similar to this, but it will only hold one shadow instead of 6. And those are only $2. So if you just want to buy one lonely shadow, just one of these little guys to try out the quality, you can do so, and then they will come to you once you open the box. They come to you like this, and you can just remove it from the plastic. And that's all you're going to get. It's just a little pan. So you can purchase the individual little palette thing that will keep it safe and not broken and everything with for $2, just the empty palette. Each eyeshadow on its own is $12. So if you were to buy, let's see the savings here. If you were to buy the empty palette for $13 and 6 of the $12 individual shadows, that would be $72. 12 times 6 is 72. $72 just for the shadows, plus $13 for the palette. So that would be $85 for what I have here. But Buxom has a great deal at Sephora. So what happens is you go on their website, you add the individual palette, just the palette by itself, and that is called Buxom Customizable Eyeshadow Bar Palette. And it runs for $40. I'm trying to show you. So it's $40 on the Sephora.com website. And then you add in 6 of your favorite colors that you want to try from that line. There are 40 to choose from. And there are a ton of colors. Here's a few just to show you. Many of them are out of stock right now. But they have a ton of colors. They are running for $12 each, but you can buy 6 of them for $40. So instead of $12 each, about $6 a piece instead of $12 a piece if you buy them in the palette. So that's the perk of buying the palette. So like I said, the eyeshadows come like this. You take them out of the box and they look like this in a little plastic thing, and you just slide it out. Now, this is what the bare palette looks like. The empty palette looks like this. Has a mirror and a brush. The brush is actually pretty decent. I did film this look today using the one that I've already created. This is the warm colored one, and the one I'm going to put in here today are cool colors. But you'll see that there's this little tray here at the end, if you can tell. This little tray. So if you put your finger up under that lip, this whole thing comes out. So this is actually what you're going to put your shadows in. So all I did was I popped them out of the clear little plastic, and then I placed them in the tray where I wanted them. Pop it in, and now it's in place. So they also say the name of the shadow on the back of the eyeshadow. So like this one is called Satin Seduction. I just popped them in here, and then what I did was, these boxes of shadows here, they actually have a sticker on them, and that's what's kind of sealing them. I'm going to show you right now, but you'll see it goes all the way from here down the back, and it's a big sticker. So this one says Wild Nights. That's the name of the shadow. So what I did was I peeled up this sticker. It's really easy to get them to come off too. So I peeled up just the top that says Wild Nights, and I cut that off just with scissors. So now I have this little strip that says Wild Nights. I just trimmed it just a little bit so it would fit. And then that's this deep purple color, so I'm going to put it on the back of the palette where that Wild Nights color is going to go, and I just stuck it there on the palette. So when I pop Wild Nights in, now it's popped in, then what I can do is open my little thing here. Just going to slide it right back into the opening. It only goes one way, so if you try to enter it the other way, it won't work. And then it just pops in. There you go. And then you can just put in all your shadows like that. So that's how I labeled mine, and that's how I got them into the palettes. And so now I'm going to just go ahead and finish real quick the other shadows in this set, and then I will come back and give you some swatches and names and kind of a general review. So I popped my 6 colors in here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and do swatches for you of all 12 that I have. But before I do that, I'll show you the brush it comes with. This one I did try to use today. I used the kind of tapered-ish crease brush, I guess. More like a pencil brush than a crease brush, but I used that for under the brow bone on the inner corner of the eye. And then the other one I used for my transition shade. It's just like a fluffy eyeshadow brush. But I did end up pulling in other brushes to do my eye look, like one to blend and one to pack color on the lid, because this one was already like dirty. So that's just a review of the brush. Now let's go ahead and get into the swatches. I'm going to do first the 6 warm shadows and then the 6 cool shadows. As I mentioned before, I already filmed the warm look, and I think the next time I do my makeup, I'm going to go ahead and film the cool purples on my eyes as a different tutorial. So there will be the review video with the swatches, the warm tutorial, and the cool tutorial. I will link them all below. I don't know what order they're going to go up in. But if you have any requests with these, or if you have any other shades that you want to get, let me know. I think the next shades I'm going to pick up are Famous Flirt, which is described as a matte pastel peach. It reminds me a lot of Peach Smoothie, so I definitely want to pick that one up. It's out of stock. I also wanted to try out Champagne Buzz, which is like a shimmering pearl. That one is not out of stock, but they also have Diamond Darling, which is Shimmering Frost, and that one is out of stock. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to try these out. If I love them, I'm going to buy a 3rd palette. And then I will maybe, I think this is going to be really good to travel with. This one is all matte. And then I did get a few cool shades in the cool tone, a few shimmery shades in the cool tone palette. So let's go ahead and start with the swatches. So here are the warm shades. I'm going to start from left to right, lightest to darkest. The first one on the left is going to be hard to see. It is a vanilla shade, which kind of blends in with my skin tone. And then they get darker. So here's the first shade. This is Mix and Mingle, which is a matte vanilla shade that basically is my skin tone. It's really hard to see. This one is Designer or Die. It's a matte beige. It's more like a cool tone grayish brown tan color. The next one is called Gimme Gorgeous. It is a matte camel shade, a really nice transition shade for the crease. The next one is called Invite Only. It's a matte terracotta. It's like an orangey brown, more like the peanut butter shade. And the next shade I'm going to show you is called Star Treatment. And Star Treatment is matte hazelnut. So it's brown, but it's more of a hazelnut brown than a warm brown. And the 6th shade is Filthy Rich, and this is a matte chestnut color, more of a deep reddish brown. And this is the Cool palette, and again I'm going to go from lightest to darkest. This one does include colors that are not matte. The first one that I'm going to show you is also pretty light. This is the color Bisque Lustre, and it's basically like a luster finish, light whitish color. And if you get this shade, you don't need the next shade. This is Silk Sheets, and it's a chai luster. The two are so similar, I almost regret getting them. They're so close together. The next one is called Feather Boa. This is a matte pastel pink. It's so pretty. And the 4th shade I'm going to be showing you from my Cool palette is called Lingerie Lover, and this is a matte mauve shade. And I think this is one of my favorites for a transition shade when I do a cool tone look. It's so pretty. And the next one is Spoiled Sexy. This is a matte deep mauve. So the other one, Lingerie Lover, was matte mauve. This is a matte deep mauve. So it just kind of darkens up the crease a little bit more. And the last shade is Wild Nights. This is a shimmering sugar plum. And this is really what has turned me on to the shimmering finish. And I think I'm going to have to go back and get more. Alright guys, so those are the swatches of the 12 Buxom shadows that I have purchased. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful and entertaining and learned something. If you have any questions or anything that I didn't answer, let me know. Last thing I wanted to mention is yes, you can pop these back out. All you have to do is open up the thing, pull out the tray, and you can lift them out pretty easily. So you can move them around as you want, and you don't have to label them. They didn't tell you to label them. That's just something that I did because when you do videos, you need to know the names of your shadows. And it saves me a lot of time when I don't have to go to Sephora's website and look it up every time I use it in a tutorial. So that is it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the cool tone look, the warm tone look. All will be linked below. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.